dumbest show. The dumbest show. This is the dumbest show.
Can you do that?
The dumbest show. The dumbest show. The dumbest show. You sure we're going the right way? That sign says Thailand over there.
Two of you is the worst. Stop, please. We need to focus.
Okay.
This is a real problem.
You're shorter. You can pedal. I can't go anywhere.
No.
What?
Wow. Hi, everybody.
One-handed.
Oh, he's a disaster. This is a little harder than they thought.
I read the news today.
You call this the dumbest show?
Yeah,
Look at
absolutely.
us.
After
This
that,
is
yeah.
Great.
This is News Today with WDW News Today. Hello, I'm Eric of wdwnt.link. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to make sure that you never miss the latest from Disney theme parks around the world. Happy Friday. Here now is the news for August 2nd, 2024. As a tropical storm forms, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has declared a state of emergency for 54 of Florida's 67 counties. That's according to Fox 35 in Orlando. Nearly all of Florida, including Orange County and Osceola County, the home of Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando resorts, could be affected by a tropical storm as early as this weekend. According to the National Hurricane Center, Invest 97L has a 70% chance of becoming a tropical depression when it hits Florida either this weekend or early next week. Though it has not officially developed into a storm, the powerful tropical wave has already started to affect Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, and the southeastern Bahamas. The path of the storm is unknown, and the state of emergency is in effect for counties along both the Gulf Coast and the Atlantic Coast. Guests planning to visit the theme parks this weekend or early next week might want to keep an eye on the storm and plan for the possibility of very wet conditions. At this time, both Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando Resort are operating as normal. State of emergency sometimes is an administrative declaration that opens up funding avenues and things like that. Last year, Hurricane Idalia threatened Orange County, but the theme parks never closed despite tropical storm conditions. So just plan ahead and be careful. Keep your eyes open. Disney just released a list of all of their Halloween food offerings. It's pretty crazy and long. Each resort will have exclusive items, most being available August 9th through October 31st. Some highlights, though, there at various lounges, pool bars, and table service restaurants. There are going to be themed drinks. The Sea Witch Brew is the first one. That's a Luna Azul Reposado Tequila, blackberry puree, and sour mix topped with fresh blackberries. There's the Doom Ela Margarita, Patron Silver Tequila, Louis M. Martini Cabernet Sauvignon, Cointreau Liqueur, Triple Sec Liqueur, Sour Mix, Lime Juice, Black Cypress, Salt, and Lime. That one has a lot of ingredients. I can list all of the foods at the resorts. There are over 20 of them. Obviously, there are some for every single resort. They have lengthy descriptions, and it's Friday. I know that you want to get ready for the weekend, but go into the weekend reading this article. There's all kinds of fun treats at all the resorts for you to check out. The race themes for the 2025 Run Disney Springtime Surprise Weekend at Walt Disney World have been revealed and feature a hero-focused lineup of characters. The weekend includes a 5K, a 10K, a 10-miler, and the Springtime Surprise Challenge. That's 19.3 miles. The key art for each race features a different Disney, Pixar, or Marvel hero in action. Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy is the inspiration for the 5K. Hercules is for the 10K race, and the 10-miler features Elastigirl from Pixar's The Incredibles films. The Springtime Surprise Challenge features none other than Baymax and his armor from Big Hero 6. Of Of course, that one combines all three of those races for that 19.3-mile challenge. The Springtime Surprise Weekend will be April 3rd through 6th, 2025, and you can get all of those medals. Registration for the race weekend will begin on August 20th of this year for Club Run Disney Gold and Platinum members anyway. For the rest of us, well, August 27th at 10 a.m. Eastern will have to do. Reservations are now open for Mickey's Autumn Adventures at Storytellers Cafe. This character dining experience is available from September 3rd through November 18th. Guests can join Mickey Mouse and some of his closest pals as they wear their finest autumnal attire for breakfast and brunch at Storytellers Cafe at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa. During breakfast, guests can choose from favorites such as pastries, seasonal fruits, fresh berries, of course, Mickey waffles. Who would have breakfast without Mickey waffles, right? Bananas Foster, French toast, pork carnitas, chilaquiles, hand-carved meats, custom-made omelets, and more. Brunch goers can try Mickey's Autumn Adventures Brunch Buffet. This offering features those Mickey waffles with the day's fish, assorted flatbreads, bread pudding, pork carnitas, chilaquiles, beignets, and much, much more. Another seasonal dining experience will be returning to Disneyland Hotel as reservations for Goofy's Kitchen Celebrate Halloween are expected to become available very soon, so keep your eye on our site. Have you ever wanted to try DVC without having to endure the sales process? If you're like me, maybe you want to see what it's like, but you don't want to sit through sales presentations and feel like pressure. One way to see if it's for you might be the DVC Rental Store. Not only can you try out DVC lifestyle, but you can also save a lot of money, giving you and your family a luxury vacation on a modest budget while you kind of kick the tires on DVC. So basically, instead of signing up for a contract, you just go to their website, rent the points that you need. They have a lowest price guarantee offer, and you can save, well, up to 75%. Plus, they have a huge inventory, so there's lots to choose from, a great cancellation policy. You can check out their inventory for free also. That's actually, believe it or not, something that not everyone lets you do. We've used them a lot. DVC Rental Store is the #1 company in the US, so check them out. You may find a magical trip in there. You can find them at wdwnt.link/DVC. Disneyland Resort has teased that 2 new villains will be joining the party at this year's Oogie Boogie Bash, happening on select dates from August 25th through October 31st. In the teaser post shared on Instagram, a Grecian vase appears showing Mount Olympus and the descent into the underworld from Hercules. The vase then disappears into a rush of flames, indicating that Hades will be joining the fun this year. As the flames disappear, the video then shows an electronic control panel where someone in a fedora lurks behind. As the camera pans to the right, a white lab coat sits on a black desk chair, hinting that none other than Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz from Disney's animated series Phineas and Ferb will also make his Oogie Boogie Bash debut. Barry the Platypus will be there to stop him, hopefully. Thousands of guests tearfully applauded as the final riders entered Space Mountain before the permanent closure of the opening day Tokyo Disneyland attraction earlier this week. Space Mountain opened on April 15th, 1983, coinciding with the opening of Tokyo Disneyland. Now the attraction has permanently closed to make way for a new Space Mountain that will open in 2027. In the late hours of the evening, guests huddled around the entrance of the attraction as the final riders joined a queue and rode the speed ramp up to Space Mountain. A new version of Space Mountain has been in the works for a couple years now, as the original concept art for the attraction was released near the end of 2022. Site clearing began, of course, in the fall then, shortly after the concept art was revealed. A groundbreaking ceremony took place in May of 2023, and since April 9th, the attraction has been operating as Celebrating Space Mountain, the Final Ignition. During that time, new artwork was installed in the attraction's exit tunnel, teasing a new ride. People are very excited about this. People are very emotional in Japan. It is going to be a whole new building. They've started building it right kind of behind there. I can't wait to see it. It looks like it's going to be amazing. Now we get to more Disney Destiny news. It's Destiny Week, as you know. After 3 days of nonstop announcements for the Destiny, Disney Cruise Line has shared that bookings for the ship's inaugural season will begin this September for select guests. Disney Cruise Line's new Heroes and Villains themed ship will set out on its maiden voyage in November of 2025, offering 4- and 5-night cruises from Fort Lauderdale to the Bahamas and Western Caribbean. The announcement from the Disney Cruise Line website reads, "Legends of epic proportions spring to life on board the Disney Destiny, the newest ship in the Disney Cruise Line fleet. When iconic Disney, Pixar, and Marvel heroes and villains meet, that's where the magic happens." Setting sail on 4- and 5-night cruises from Fort Lauderdale to the Bahamas and Western Caribbean beginning November 2025. Castaway Club members and select Disney guests can book early beginning September 6th That's coming up in about a month here. General booking opens to the rest of the public on September 12th. Quick note, if you reach out to our sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations, now, when bookings open up, you kind of have a leg up because you already have someone on your side that's working to help you get those. So if you want to go on a Destiny, I would encourage you to check out our friends at Be Our Guest Vacations. You can go there, wdwnt.travel, and they can help you out. It doesn't cost you anything. The Destiny will offer many returning guest favorite entertainment and dining offerings when it sets sail on its maiden voyage. Let's go through a few of them. We'll start with entertainment. Every Disney Cruise Line ship includes an array of entertainment, and the Disney Destiny will be no different. Among those offerings, guests will be able to see the Broadway-style productions of Frozen, a musical spectacular, and Disney Sees the Adventure, both performed in the Walt Disney Theater. The former is a retelling of the Disney animated film and is also performed aboard the Disney Wonder. It's also on the Fantasy, I believe. The latter is a Disney Cruise Line original show that features Captain Minnie Mouse, Goofy, and other Disney and Pixar characters. It's also performed on the Wish. Pirates Rock and Parlay Party will make its way to the Disney Destiny from the Wish and will feature a live rock band and Disney Cruise Line's famous fireworks at sea. Also originally from the Wish, the Hero Zone will also be present on the Destiny. All this futuristic sports arena stuff, families can compete in obstacle courses. We do have a video of Tom doing the obstacle course. I don't know if that'll ever see the light of day. They can enjoy free play sports. Disney Uncharted Adventure will have guests join Disney and Pixar heroes on a virtual quest through the ship as they play along on their mobile device. Even at sea, you can't get away from your phone. This experience is also crossing over from the Wish. Guests on board the Destiny will be able to catch first-run films from Disney, Pixar, Lucasfilm, and more at Wonderland and Neverland cinemas. That's also kind of like, well, on all the ships, but those theaters in particular are on the Wish. Let's move to dining. In addition to the newly announced Pride Lands Feast of the Lion King dinner show, guests will be able to enjoy 2 returning restaurants from the Wish and Treasure. Worlds of Marvel aboard the Destiny will feature Rocket and Groot from Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy films. During the meal, Groot will take over and bring the fun to the next level as he organizes a surprise party for Rocket. How adorable. Next up is 1923. It's going to be available on the Treasure as well. Named for the founding year of the Walt Disney Company, guests dining at 1923 can enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner with a California-inspired menu. The restaurant will be filled with over 1,000 drawings, props, and other tools of the animation trade on display. For the Disney Destiny, the restaurant will showcase heroes and villains from Hercules, Sleeping Beauty, Big Hero 6, Wreck-It Ralph, and more. It's also available on the Wish. I've been in, it's pretty cool restaurant. It's kind of got 2 different sides to it, so you get a different experience each time. The Destiny will also have plenty of adult exclusive experiences. According to Disney Parks blog, almost every bar and lounge on board will have new designs and menus inspired by the larger-than-life personalities of epic Disney stories. Some of these new offerings include the Cruella de Vil Lounge we talked about last episode. Also Pirates of the Caribbean Lounge, Haunted Mansion Parlor. We didn't talk about this though, a Doctor Strange themed lounge known as the Sanctum. This will be Disney Cruise Line's first lounge inspired by the sorcerers and artifacts of Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange films. No concept art was shared alongside this announcement, so have to use your imagination for now. Maybe you can use the time stone to go forward to these announcements. I don't know. Returning venues will include Palo Steakhouse. Palo Steakhouse will bring together authentic Italian dining with the refinement of a modern steakhouse. Enchanté will be there as well. That's on the Wish. Chef Arnaud Lallemant will serve up gourmet French-inspired dishes in a romantic atmosphere. The Rose will be the go-to spot for pre-dinner aperitif or post-meal cocktail, I guess. Senses Spa will offer guests tranquil escapes with spa and beauty treatments available in private rooms, spa villas, and steam and aromatherapy rooms. Senses Fitness will be the home to a state-of-the-art exercise and wellness facility. For hairstyling beauty services on board, guests will look no further than Untangled Salon. They're also going to have a Hooks Barbery like on the Wish. Provides a twist on a traditional men's salon with a hidden bar inside. That's a nice one when they make the old fashions. It's pretty fancy. It's like a build your own fashion bar. Highly recommend checking it out. On the upper decks, guests can board the Aqua Mouse, which will offer an all-new experience featuring Disney villains. Other offerings include 7 pools spread out among tiered decks, lounge chairs, and fast casual fare with a character twist. The Toy Story Splash Zone will also return on the Destiny with a splash zone, wading pool, family water slide, and a smoothie bar. Adults can enjoy the Quiet at Quiet Cove, a refuge tucked away from the family areas of the ship. The area will have an infinity pool, poolside bar, and cafe. Kids will also have plenty of their own spaces to enjoy aboard the ship, complete with programming facilitated by Disney-trained counselors and special appearances by Disney friends. Kids that are aged 3 to 10 can hang out in Disney's Oceaneer Club with spaces themed to Marvel superheroes, Disney princesses, Star Wars, Walt Disney Imagineering, and Mickey and Minnie Mouse. It's a Small World nursery will provide babysitting services for the younger guests, like 6 months to 3 years, an environment inspired by the classic Disney attraction. Edge will be the space to hang out for the cool tweens. Those are the kids ages 11 to 13 with an environment themed to a New York City loft. And then the teens aged 14 to 17 can spend time at Vibe, a trendy loft that offers movies, games, and other group activities. Probably, if they're that age, a lot of eye rolling. Maybe an eye rolling training course for those that have teenagers in the family. The Grand Hall of the Destiny will take inspiration from the rich lore, distinctive iconography, and vibrant palette of Marvel Studios' 2 Black Panther films. The Grand Hall will be the first space guests enter when boarding the ship. The design team for Walt Disney Imagineering consulted with the costume team from Black Panther films to help create the creative vision for the space. This influence can be seen in the metalwork on the pillars, which are inspired by the banded armor and stacked jewelry found in Wakanda. The Grand Hall's light fixture is inspired by vibranium, the rare metallic ore found in Wakanda. As with other Wish-class ships, it will feature special effects that fill the Grand Hall with light and color. Of course, it's not a Grand Hall without a statue, and a Disney Destiny will be home to a sculpture of T'Challa, the Black Panther himself and King of Wakanda. This is a slight difference from all the other ships. All the other ships are, the statues at least have a bronze-like appearance. So this one's going to be black, and I think it looks pretty cool. The hall itself looks kind of plain to me, but I guess we'll see. Just off the Grand Hall, located on decks 4 and 5, guests will find Saga, the central hub for daytime family activities and adult-exclusive entertainment in the evenings aboard the Destiny. No concept art was released with the venue's announcement. It's a 2-story space. It'll host a variety of interactive shows and events, with the environment taking cues from the Wakandan architecture that we saw in the Grand Hall. Will also be inspired by Black Panther. If you've been on a Wish, this looks like it's probably going to be similar to Luna in terms of its function and location. Obviously not the same decor. What about the stern art? Well, for the first time ever in Disney Cruise Line history, a Marvel superhero will represent a cruise ship as its signature stern character. For the Disney Destiny, Spider-Man will take on the role. The sculpture will feature Spider-Man slinging webs alongside of his spider bots, who can be seen attempting to paint a web-like filigree on the back of the ship. 2 of the spider bots have perfect cruise accessories, a life preserver, and a snorkel mask. They may have lost me on this. I don't know. They may have lost me with the stern art with Spider-Man. For the absolute latest on these stories and those that did not make it on today's show, please be sure to check wdwnt.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. A special shout out to all the WIGS members watching who make this show happen each and every week, and for those that come to town and hit us up every now and then to hang out. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Eric Morton saying, enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.